Yes, tonight we are going to fuck around with a bit of Mine Mogul. I've adjusted some of my settings, I've tweaked some of my system. She does. Brutalizing me makes her happy, so that's the important thing. There we go. Let's go in the mines. I got no legs! I ain't got no legs! So I have watched a couple of people play the first bits of this, so I am vaguely aware of what I'm doing. I just need to familiarise myself with the controls, so it's E. But I've not watched much of this, that's the big thing. Actually, supposedly, if I break that, I should get more out of it? No, fair enough. Whap! But yes, I shall be taking a short break in a couple of hours because I do need to go and get the donuts that I have purchased. Because I have downloaded an app that lets me get, like, stuff that would otherwise just be thrown out by the restaurants. Because I was just like, oh, you know what? I've heard about it. We'll give it a go. See if it's any cop. Because if it's not worth it, then we'll see what's happened. You can sprint. I've never seen anyone sprinting in this game. Right, tools, magnet. And that is there. So you can turn it on, turn it off, do all sorts of stuff, and it just lets you carry more junk. Donuts. Exactly. I am going to be the fattest pie if this is good. Because, like, we've got Tim Hortons. Not too far away, and if this is really, really good, I'm gonna get really, really fat, but it'll be worth it. He has a great taste in food. Yeah, he do. Oh, it's left click to turn off my magnet. I don't have to hold it. Oh, that's really handy. I was sitting there thinking I had to hold the bloody thing. Only trouble is you do throw them a little bit. Quest. I love the shaft. Damn right I love the shaft. That's a big fucking chunk. Bam! Right, so that's colder. We need loads of iron. Yeah, boy, we're in the shaft. This shaft might need 2 hands. I am, in fact, working the shaft. Vigorously and with intent. As the good Lord intended. Alright, then back here, there's another coal node, but I don't need that. Just need lots of iron. Because we've got a little objectives up in the top left. And we shall see how things go. I am looking for some feedback at the moment as well, because I've seen a lot of discourse lately around like stream setups, what people like, what people don't, and it looks like a lot of people really detest what's it called, like the setup I've got. Apparently for a lot of people that is such a boner killer that they will just click away from stream if you got it. Tell you in DMs, spit dogs. Yeah, fair enough. We will have a look and see. I'm assuming it's just like stuff that's happening IRL sort of thing. So we'll have a look, have a wee chat. We'll have a wee chat, darling. Oh fuck! It doesn't go in my pockets, does it? We'll just dump that there because that will generate iron for us. That's just going to dump it on the floor for now, which is perfectly fine by me. So while that does that, we want to get coal. You learn that knob is slang for the word penis. Yeah, if a brick calls you a knobhead, then you're a dickhead. Like, if you're not told, you know, what the words mean, then it's because people are being mean to you. I'll just let that one keep mining for a moment while we grab all this up. But yeah, calling people a knob, that's just a great British pastime. It was research. Oh no. As long as it's not me being researched. And my beautiful, sexy gams. That's some copper, that's more iron. There's some junk down here, which I'm not going to faff with just yet. Got to do... There is one critique that I have, because I have watched a couple of people play bits of this. Always wind up clicking away when they sort of get to copper, because I was just like, hey, you know what, I kind of want to play it myself, and some of the automation people do annoys me. But... Oh god, that's a lot of... Oh, get in there. Get in the hole. Bloop. So we're starting to get some money. What do I need for conveyors? Let's get a few of these bad boys. We can get 10 of those. Yoink. Oh, there was junk in the drawer. Alright, I'll take that. Free stuff. More free stuff. That's like gold. Actually, that can net us the corners we need. Right, so what am I doing here? So I kind of want like a main thoroughfare. Take that. Because this might feel like a bit of wasted space at the minute. Am I ready for trucks? Do still need to download them, but yes, I am ready to truck and commit horrible crimes. I've just got the basic stuff at the moment, so if it winds up being that I'd sort of play separate but yap, then that's what we wind up doing, but it'll be fun. Right, get a couple of corners. And then as many of those as I can. Lovely. And actually, if I get a merger instead for that last bit. Might join you, have 3 areas off the bat. Fair enough. I did get both of them because they were... Oh god, it's dark over this corner, isn't it? I'm going to have to get a lantern for that. New Mexico got released. Oh, Mexico. See, I don't know the Americas. I also don't know how to drive. So it'll be good fun. And they'll get in a real car and they'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'll be like, driving in my truck. Driving in my truck right after a beer. Hey, that bump is shaped like a deer. New Mexico is better than old Mexico, which, as we in the business call it, Mexico. Get in my pockets. Get in my pockets. Get in my dick. Get on my wang. Get on my schwing. Get on my penis. Weenus. Penis. Weenus. Penis. 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 Yeah, can I just turn that off? Is there a button to just turn that off? Right. Couple more straight conveyors. New machines. I can get ore crusher in a moment. And so what I can do, I can afford the ore crusher. Nice. We should play ETS in April. Yeah. Because I got them both. Because like there was some like Valentine's thing going on. So it was just like, well, you can just grab them both. And I was like, yeah, fair play. I think I need 2 of those. Might just be the one I need, but whatever. So if I take you, and take you, I put you there. I didn't grab my angular conveyors. I've not done that. Oh, I can move that there. That's handy. Yeah, I need to. Okay. No, I didn't mean to do that. Take the piss. Nah! That's taking the piss. Get back on that conveyor. Might want to get a truck first. Wait, do I have to actually, like, do, like, is there a tutorial where you, like, work for somebody else for a bit? Because if there is, that's cool. But I guess I should also probably do that. Eat on. Yes! Automation! Sorry, what? This for now, we forced them by doing faster. Fair enough. I suppose if I find myself bored at work, like, because next week I'm going to be... We've got interviews in, but I'll not have much to do, so I can just sort of drive while working. Which may be a horrible, terrible crime, but also suck my dick. Alright, we got something going on down here. We've got water to splish and splashing with my little splishy splashes. Sounds like a horrible thing to do. Look, the interviews that I mark are 1, shit. And 2, they're pre-recorded so we can re-listen to them like 3 or 4 times. Which often winds up being the case because a lot of people are idiots. And when I say that they're idiots, I genuinely mean we get people turning up with, like, no shirt on. And, like, I don't even understand it. And then a lot of people use AI, so it winds up being the same fucking answer, like, 20 times a day. And you're just like, I am so done with this now. It is brutal. Haven't yet found borderless windowed mode. Huh. A thing. I'm gonna touch the thing. Boop. Oh! That's where it went. Give me all this delicious rubble. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, rubble. Yes. Let us sell this junk. Whop. Yeah, I can throw my pickaxe. That's not useful at all. Alright, I can nearly afford another drill. So that would pull out there. That would pull out... Where does this pull out? There. So if I put that there, and we got one more track and a splitter. Whoop. Alley-oop. Is that breakable? It is! Is there a secret up here? No, but it's really dark. I'm going to have to go and get that lantern at some point, because this is really bloody dark. I don't like it. Make me scared. No, I'm not scared of the dark. Anymore. Get in there. Get off my thingy. No, get off my thingy. I need to just like start swapping away from that, because I think that's probably the easiest option. Alright, I need a straight, I need a merger, and I need a drill. Straight, ledge. Oh, it's in the mining section. Of course it is. So let's put that there. Let's put that there. Let's put that there. And this will be even more stuff. Oh, I need to set up. Ah, my ass. Yeah. Oh, sweet, delicious automation. Oh, I think I'm gonna nut. So these can produce iron, crushed iron. Iron, crushed iron, and emeralds. Okay. So what I might do, actually, is because I know we can get... Can I get the sorter yet? Scavenger hunt. I'll crush the iron. So I can activate that quest. Let's activate that. I'm bodonking? Oh, that's why I'm bodonking. Bodonk. Mayoshi does like the old like Facebook boot notifications and things. It's fucking brilliant. I love it. Master of coal. So I do need to start getting some more coal as well. So can I already get a sorter? I can. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off my drills for 2 seconds. Not a VTuber, not allowed in. Yeah, I'm sorry, JC. You're just too stinky. Flesh will not be tolerated. So let these go through. I'll sort these quickly. That's right. Flesh, meat, tissue. Disembodied voice. Okay, well, you know what? Tell everyone you're a ghost VTuber and you actually have a really good model because they can't see it. And you should be good. You'd be Gucci. Right, if what I do here is I take a sorter. Where do the things I sort go? Do they go straight through or do they come out? The thing in orange comes out. Okay. So I suppose what I do is I do that. Then I put my conveyors here. Then I crush my ore. Because what I can do is I can put iron and crushed iron and stuff in there. And then it'll filter out everything else that I don't want crushing. So like the diamonds and stuff will... No, I've done that the wrong way, haven't I? Because if I put iron here, it's going to poop out iron that side. Yeah, I'm stupid. But we can let that do its thing for a moment. I can turn that back off. Do we have any crushed in there? That's regular. I'm looking for like the little ditty dot ones. Also, did that turn all of them back off? Weird. Right, what am I doing? Shitting and farting and coming. Oh god, I'm bleeding out my ass. Oh, it's everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. Corner, conveyor. You get in my hand. Because then what I can do is put that there. Take you. Then that. then my crusher, and actually just connect those up. That works alright. At least for now. Conveyor ledge, and like fistful of them. Yoink. Because then I can literally just plonk that there. Do that. Turn these bad boys back on. Yeah, so I've got one regular. I'm going to grab a crushed piece. Yoink. And then anything that's not iron or crushed iron, so in this case, emeralds, diamonds and emeralds, will just carry on flowing through. Because if you put gemstones in the crusher, you shatter them. Then I put my penis in my penis. Penis, penis. Penis, penis. Right, where am I? So I'm depositing crushed iron. I need to get coal, but I'm not going to do that for a moment, because I need another drill. But what I can do is preemptively look for a bit of coal. Because let's have a look at what's coming through the... Yeah, I just need to switch off my magnet to turn it off. What comes out of you? You're not going to tell me, are you? Because that's coal and something. Right. I can afford the lantern at least, so let's grab that and have a little bit of an explore, because it's quite dark. Although if I... Oh, I can't get the mining helmet for a while. Hi, Clyde! Oh, I've got a very human hand. I don't think I like that. Alright, come on, junk, all this junk, and boop. And I think I will see about putting one of those coals in the secret tunnel. No, I'm not going to put the coal in the secret tunnel. Now, I have heard that the mining bits are a bit of a pain in the ass, so I'm not actually going to use those. I just need to keep an eye on the time. I do have an alarm set, but I want my fucking donuts. Is there any treasure in here? What's in the box? Secrets. Oh, this looks like a route I might be taking stuff down later. That's cool. We'll play with that a little bit later. Now we've got some diamonds, so those should give us some liquid money for now. Well, no, we've got like a little bit of a chance of generating like passive diamonds, so I'm not going to fucking faff too much. Oh, it's control to shift, not C. Oh, and I've got like a tube. Right, let's sort through these just quickly, make sure I'm not selling anything I don't want to just yet. So, drill bit, because again, I've heard those are a bit of a pain in the arse. That's a ruby, I'll hold on to that in case that needs filtering something. And I might do the same with the diamonds, actually, if I can spot them. Or at least just one of them. Boop! Go, my pretties. Earn me a wad of cash. A big, fat wad. Look at that money go up. Makes me hard. Right, so we can get a blast furnace. And we can also get the miner. Sweet. So the... Oh, God, I keep forgetting to pick them up. I am stupid. Stupid. Whee! What's in the rock? Coal, crushed coal, emeralds, and gemmies. Right, so if I... Blah, 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 blah. Because I want everything crushed. Right, coal first into the tub. And I should get some crushed coal fall through in a second. No, I won't, because I've not hooked up the actual unit yet. What am I doing? What am I talking about? I'm pooing in my own pants, and it's everywhere. There we go. Now I can get a piece of crushed coal. I can filter that through too. Oh, I need to update the currencies actually, because I don't know if I'm going to carry on using the nuts. Although I still appreciate the fact that I can just be like, these nuts. So just get these on the belt. I don't want physics objects like cluttering up the actual world if I can help it. Right, and that's some crushed coal. So everything that I want filtered that way is going that way. And is now dropping onto this belt. So what I'm going to do here is, because it doesn't... I'm not going to get many gems, so I'm going to actually knock this off for now. Could actually just run this through here. 4... You like me? Yeah, sweet. Because then I can immediately filter these and blast furnace stuff. Right, so what am I doing? I want another sorter. And we've got the blast furnace in our ass. So I'll just get a couple of connectors. No, not those. We get a load of straights. 2 slopes, and that should be good for now. Because then what I'm going to do from here, I'm actually going to turn these off just for a moment, just so I'm not cluttering the place. Let it all process. Where are we? 8. So that means my gems, they just get filtered off the line straight away and put straight into the sell point. Which is very, very handy. And then if I have a basket leading into... Right, where is that going to filter them off? Is it going to filter them to the right? It is going to filter to the left. So if I just filter the crushed coal... So if I go... I mean, at this point, I'm going to need to just dump stuff anyway. But if I do that... Basket filter. So the crushed coal filters out. So we'll need to grab some of that very quickly. Then we can immediately bring stuff into a blast furnace. Oh, that's too close. Yeah, I do still have a lot of like things that I still want to look into for the, well, the channel and everything. What am I doing? So that's going to print my ingots that way, which means I can then just bring them over this way. And again, if I have like a main bus that just comes through this way. So if I filter off the coal, then just iron will flow through, and that will be the only thing that gets processed. So again, if I turn on my coal ore first, then I can grab one of those preemptively. Nice. Alright, come on you, into the crusher. Because only crushed coal is going to come through here. You are not going in my furnace because you will taint my ingots. And then I can just turn these back on. Lovely! So what we should see is coal will come down this way, gems will come down this way, and processed ingots will come down this way. Woo! That is pretty clean. Deposit ingots and copper ingots. Ooh, copper ingots are on the list now. Ooh. The game doesn't want me to be crushing coal just yet. I need to just get straight coal. Okay. I mean, if that's the case, what I'll do temporarily is just take that. If I just do that so it doesn't clutter up too much that way. And we will hand process like the coal it wants me to. Oh, yes. Delicious ingots. Actually, if I wind up putting like a polisher on this line, then I'd probably want the coal to just like come out separately. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Gold ore and a broken drill bit. Ooh, well, it's a good job we saved a broken drill bit, isn't it? Whoop, bloop, 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 bloop. In you go. Copper ore and gold ore. So let's have a look. So I've actually got more iron up here, which I can feed into the system. Because the iron would just need to go into the conveyor there. Into the crusher. Ooh. Ooh. It's okay, I'm only dying a little bit. And we can research something. So we've got research. We could get a shaker table, sports wrench, the mining helmet, a conveyor cannon, an ingot straightener, a basket lid, a bigger box, or the experimental dev test items. Maybe not yet. I think for now, honestly, the basic mining helmet's probably the way to go. Because then at least we can just get light when we're milling about. So let's grab that. Toggle and take. So if I... Oh, equip. There we go. Now we can see what the fuck we're doing in some of these other tunnels. So we're looking for gold. Is it just copper in here? Looks like it, yeah. Hang on. Oh, that's clever. This is where we found those diamonds. So I can just, like, dump my copper that I mine up there down here. That's cool. Like, make the map all loopy-ba-loopy. Can I, like, encourage all this stuff to come down with me? Nah, close enough. I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh. Onwards, stuff. Aw, yeah. Oh, we are making bank! There's a hole! Why did they tunnel through there if there's already a hole here? That feels very silly. Can we see what's in this hole? Oh, this is the way that we went. Okay. Is there any gold, like, further up here? Is that gold? Yes. And that comes down from up here. Okay. The cogs are turning. The cogs are turning. Am I actually clever, though? That's another question. No is the answer. Stuff. Hoop. Yay! Thank you, Servin. You are my scrap baby. Alright, what are we grabbing from up here? These nuts. So I feel like that conveyor cannon could be a really good way of moving things from, like, way up here, just into, like, the central hub. We'll have a look at that when we can access it, because I feel like that's going to be a really powerful tool. Well, let's mine all this up. But yeah, how has everyone's week been? I hope you've all had a good one. I know mine has been... it's been up and down. I started off the week and I still had that cold. So I'm glad I've sort of shaken that off now, because that was rough. It was unpleasant. Oh, spare emerald. But we've just got a bit of, like, throat gunk now, which is still not great, but it's better than a kick in the dick. Still coughing, but at least you can speak more clearly. Exactly. That's where I was at. And it's like, you're just sitting there like, I wish for death. And the world is like, no, you're not permitted to die. And I'm like, please, I need it. I need death. And the universe goes, have you considered fucking yourself? Right, where are we at? So... still am interested. Not configurable, but they've got a target. Oh, God, didn't mean to throw that. Boop. Alright. So I think our next objective here is... because we are still a bit off on the research. Iron is being done. Gold, we can sort of nearly get to. Coal, I need to go and grab those pieces that are not on those conveyors. And then I can reattach this. Because it doesn't want the crushed coal, which is really annoying. But I think that's probably enough, and if it's not, well, I'll figure it out. Come on, get in there. Because it's a physics-based game, I want to try and minimise the crap that's on the floor as much as I can. Because it is risky. Are these falling off here? That's a very good question. But my crusher is smushing that up. My sorter is lining it up. It's all getting processed lovely and quickly. That's actually backlogged a bit. I could probably... What do I need for a T-junction? Conveyors. T-junction, that is locked. Probably behind quests. Oh, deposit some diamonds. We've already done one. We'll deposit that one. At some point the polishing machine will just happen. Well, I'm not going to panic too much over it. We might find more diamonds as we're milling about. We'll see. Hey, there we go. So we can get a polishing machine. Which means I need to think about my coal a little bit more. So what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to... do that. Then I'm going to get a... sloped conveyor. And I'm going to swap you with a slope. Because that means all my coal is going to go on here. And all my other resources will go on here. I might get 2 corners actually and bring that up. Because if that is my polishing machine, for 2,000 we can afford that. How big is the polishing machine? That is 2 tiles. That is fantastic, because what I can do is I can get a couple of corners, a few more straights. Fucking straights. Oh god, apparently launch a load of stuff everywhere. But then I want to take you, put you, take, and then I can go boop, boop, boop. And then actually take these. And last step before they go into the bin, I polish them. And that'll be all my ingots and my gems. They'll just automatically polish and go through. And because they are taking a little bit of time, that's going to increase the value of them per piece. But also, it means that the coal's not going to make my polisher dirty. Because the last thing you want is a dirty polisher. That's how you end up with a chafed willy. Alright, what is the time? It's 9:15. Time to have a bath. What do you mean? We're already clean. Scrub, scrub, scrub till the water's brown. So, this is just about keeping up with production. So if I harvest another iron node, I don't want to be adding these straight to this blast furnace. I think I need another one. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get another blast furnace. Gold ore, yeah, that's being done. Copper ingots, we'll worry about those in a moment. Mining, let's get another miner. And a shitload of conveyors. Oh, and I should probably get another crusher. Boop. Because if I go and actually pick up my stuff, like an actual sensible human, and I... Can I... No, it's going to be fussy, isn't it? Right, so these are going to spit out here and here. So what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to straight away put a conveyor just so I can see where those outputs are. Now, if I bring them to this side, so if I connect that one to this one, bring them out, crush blast furnace onto the main line, that probably would be a reasonable solution. Yeah, because that's going to be fussy. Right, let's go and get some thingummy-whatsit, some inclines. Grab a few of those. Yoink. Shibbin. And that into there. That onto there. What do you make? Iron, crushed iron and emeralds. Iron, coal and crushed iron. Ooh, that's a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Ooh. 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 Right. So let's have a look-see then, because they can actually run over that bridge. That's kind of cool. Right. So I'm going to need to get a sorter. So you turn off. What is going to come out of you? Iron, coal, crushed iron, diamonds. Coal, I want running onto my middle line. So like my middle line is for dirty ores. My secondary line is for clean products that just need brushing. Because they'll ping through there, and then they'll sell, and I'll make fat stacks of cash. So what I need to do here, I need to filter. I need to get some filters. So I get a couple of sorter conveyors. Shed load more straights. God, what is it with me in the straights? Right. So what I'll do is I'm actually going to set these up together. So we'll set up our blast furnaces. We'll set up our crusher here. Because I can filter off my crushed coal. Here. And run that to the main line. Because then I can just do that there. And go 5. And God, scrolling up to go up the list, it feels really weird. I feel like that's backwards for some reason. Ooh, am I better off? I think I am better off doing... Yeah, let's adjust these a bit. Because what am I going to need here? I'm going to need that there, that there. I'm going to need them to feed out of a conveyor with a filter on top. And I didn't see where I was rotating there, so filtered output comes over this way. And that filtered output can be crushed coal. And that goes into my middle track. That is fine. That is the dirty junk removed. If I filter off my diamonds this way, because you create diamonds, and let me take you, because what do you produce? Emeralds. Diamonds and emeralds. So I want to filter both of those off the line, really. Right, let's go and grab a bit of crushed coal as it comes through. Because I can already remove that off this filter line. Seven, and then 6... Oh, no, I need you to turn off. Because I can already send those through. Like, that's fine, that's going to do its job. Yeah. Crushed coal is coming this way. Iron is going that way. Lovely. Right, did I have any of the other gems? Was it just the ruby that I've kept aside? It was just the ruby. That's mildly annoying, but whatever. So if what I do is, for now, I take that, and we just let any sort of gems that come through accumulate for a moment. That'll do it. Be fine. So, coal and iron want to go that way. Gems want to go that way. Why am I automatically snapping like that? There we go. Because that means coal and iron can go that way. Gems can go that way. Oh, you know what? I'll do this cleanly. How do I swap that round? Reverse direction is Q. Okay. Because then those will be unfiltered, those will be filtered, so that'll be coal, iron, and crushed iron, because I don't think I pull crushed coal out of there, do I? So grab one of you. See, this is the thing that bothers me when I've been watching people play this, is they never filter out the stuff that they do have. They're always sitting there going, oh, I'll just wait until I get diamonds and things and filter those when I get them. So you can filter it the other way. You can filter it the other way. Alright, you come with me. That is coal, iron, and crushed coal is going to go to the right. That is going to crush. Coal is going to move into my central lane. Iron is going to move to be smelted. I can actually... Oh, if I get a T-junction. I need a T-junction. And I can really, like, simplify a lot of these once I get that. Because then I could just, like, put a T-junction there and just let them slide on that way. Oh, I've got the snuffles. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Right, that there. Nope. That's not going to fit there. And then we angle on there, and we can get another straight, and that'll fix that. And then our central run will be running really, really nicely. Boop. I can get the hammer as well, which just lets me pick things up without faffing with them. Blub, 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 blub. Right. Because once I've got this hooked up, I can at least turn that one on. I don't know how well this behaves if I try and drop minerals onto that. I do know an alternative. Slightly safer. Still, I would prefer a T-junction, but this still works. Get another conveyor ledge, and let's grab a couple of straights. I think I'm always going to need more straight conveyors. And we will scootle-bop over here. We will replace that. Put 4 in there. Replace you with that. That moves everything onto there in a T-junction. Now I just need to get another miner. Whee! Miner, auto miner. Oh, no, it doesn't work. There's just not enough space there. Oh, that's awkward. Can I put something up here? Nope, that's still in the hitbox. I suppose I could stare it that way? How does that behave? That does it. Oh, I'm so clever. I'm a clever boy. Gaze upon my spaghetti automation and weep. Gaze upon it. No, so that means that my gems and ingots will... Yeah, gems will flow through that way. Iron and coal will flow through this way, get crushed. The coal will then go into my dirty lane. And everything else will get cleaned. And I've got no more gems over this side, so... I'll just tuck that up. But in theory, I should start seeing some emeralds come through, because this spot is actually, like, relatively high yield. So, I mean, obviously, I've got to keep my eye open for more fun gems, but that should be fine. Nothing in the mystery box? Okay. So while this is all working away, I should probably look at getting more stuff. I'm actually going to grab some lampposts, because I feel like I want to light this place up a bit. Because some of these areas are really bloody dark. Yeah, that's the way down there. I should just like wedge that in the wall like that. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I just want to be able to see what I'm doing in a lot of these areas, so we're gonna lantern them up a touch. It's actually not too bad. We're nearly there, and there, and that is a hefty shed load of gold ore. So that's enough to get the jackhammer. Oh, that looks way better just with a few lights up. Yeah, we'll run around and we'll light up a lot more of this place. Heck yeah. Right, it's 9 o'clock, so I've got another hour before I have to go on donut duty. Donut duty. The duty for the donuts. Right, so this one's got copper, coal, and more junk, which I can throw down there. Oh, we got some research tickets. What do we want to get? Shaker table will get me more, like, yeah. Input coal ore for rubies or crushed coal for diamonds. I'm not going to faff with that just yet. I think that's a bit of a faff. Simple low capacity conveyor for straightening ingots for the rod extruder. So again, not too worried about that. Walled conveyors, conveyor blocker. What do you do? Moves things. Sometimes you need to physically move the blocker, but I need to do that to get to my T-junctions. Oh, I'm going to have a look and see how they behave. Rolling conveyors. A faster flat conveyor, great at moving plates. And then we've got basic chutes and hoppers. Okay, so I'm going to get the basic rollers No, I wanted the basic conveyors, and then I was going to go with the T-junction. What am I doing? I just looked at the wrong thing and very confidently fucked it up. Oh, if that's not me to a T. Right. That's another broken drill bit. Don't really care about that. To be fair, I don't think I really mind about a lot of this stuff. I'm probably just going to sell it all raw. I just want to get this room cleared. So my ingots are going through cleaned, and they are still considered ingots, because you can see my iron ingots are still flying up. So that is pretty nice to know. Right, let's grab all these up. You're a node as well, aren't you? There we go. So we'll get a couple of drills and we'll have a look and see what we can do up in this area. Because I feel like this is going to be probably a good spot to process copper. And we're basically just going to do what we've already done with the iron. But we can sort of compact it all a little bit more, I think. I'm not going to risk getting any of this in my polisher. It's just going to fuck it if I do that. Blomp. We've actually got quests available. So coal crusher, deposit crushed coal. We're already doing that. Red gem. Deposit rubies. I suppose we could start that. I don't see any reason not to. Right, I'll hold on to that just in case I need to filter stuff. I was about to dump it in, but that might be a bad move. Baby Bubba Ganoush, you are asking for your dinner very early again. Watch what you're doing with them clauses. Don't you harumph at me? Right, so if I get a crusher... Actually, we'll get 2 crushers, 2 blast furnaces, and a bunch of conveyors. I need like 50 of these. 15... 10, another 10. No, I'm running out of money. Okay. Get 10 of them, 5 of them, 3 of them, 2 sorters. That should be good to get us going in that copper area. Oh, I've got all these that are broken, didn't actually sell. Isn't that silly of me? Hehehe. So in coal you're doing absolutely fine on. Well, you've got no issues with coal at all. That looks like gold in there, so that's probably where I want to go to mine gold. But we do have lots of stuff here. We've actually got another diamond node there. I'm not going to touch that for now. We can always come back and claim that later. What is in here? Let's actually buy this. We'll see what's through there, because we've picked up the resources, and if that's a better place to mine copper... This is... parkour. What's over here? It's a bit to purchase. Copper and coal, copper. I don't think this is as good. I genuinely don't think this is as good. Yeah, let's go around to the other zone then, where we've got the drop-off. Unless there's stuff up there, but I'm not going to faff about with parkour, because I'm bad at it. Wah! Tell you what, it does feel nice to be sort of a bit more back in my element. Because, like, just being poorly like that was... Oh, it was fucking dog water. It was horrid. But we're feeling much better now. This will unlock the rolling mill, which I think lets you make plates. Can I just hop up there? Come on. There's got to be, like, bits of geometry I can get stuck on. Come on, let's try spamming. Ah, let me up! Let me up! Oh, I can do it! I can do it if I believe! Nah, it's going to be a bitch. Okay. Hoop. And we'll scoot on round. How are we doing down this end? We are depositing polished emeralds, so that is evidence that that little area that we set up is working really, really nicely. That's right, it's this chamber that I want to start processing. Right. Did I do all that and not buy any mines? Am I stupid? Don't answer that. It's alright, we can afford 2 miners anyway. That's a lance. Oh, that was a free lance. I could have just taken that. Right. Mining drills. And as we go, we'll keep putting up some lanterns just so we can see what the hell we're doing. Right. So what have we got? We've got copper, crushed copper, and emeralds. Copper, crushed copper, coal, and diamonds. Copper, coal, crushed copper, and diamonds. So the one we want to start off with is this bad boy. Because this is going to be a really easy one, because we're just filtering out the emeralds. There's not going to be many coming out of it. Do I even bother filtering them? That is a good question. Because we're not going to be getting many out there. The diamonds, I do want to. The coal. This might be a good spot to run the washing plant, actually. What do I need for that? Yeah, the shaker table. Just need a ticket for that. Right, well, we'll do that one as well, because that one is just more copper. And I probably just want to... Right, let's get it all onto one line, just so I know what I'm working with. Then... a sorter. Now, in this case, if I do the copper and the... crushed copper this way. If I do the copper and the coal this way, then what I can do is I should be able to... Can that go directly into a crusher? That's a little bit too far off, and actually it is 1 block taller. Okay. So that crusher would then fire stuff off this way, where I could filter again, process my crushed copper into ingots. Because one blast furnace seems to be able to take, like, sort probably about 2 and a bit. 2 and a bit nodes, and I mean, these ones are producing... That one's almost pure copper. That one's 50% copper, and that one's pretty much no copper, so this is about 2 nodes, give or take. Alright, so what I can do here then... That's the entrance I want to send stuff through. When it comes to this, I can do 2 lines in there. So I could do a clean line and a dirty line. So what I might do is run my clean line on the furthest edge. And then have my dirty line. I mean, I could even just pull the coal straight out and just sell it without crushing it. Although if I did run a wash table there, then I could split it again. And just effectively run a wash table on there for the coal. Have a sorter here. Would I be able to run that there? Is that... No, that's too tight. It has to be there at the bare minimum. Okay. Unless I do that. Then wrap that. Then wrap that. And then if I have a sorter up here, it separates the coal from the gems. And then it all just comes through here. It means I can't get through that hole anymore. But would I need to go through that hole anymore? Probably not. And then I could just, like, run a taller layer. And just run my gems over this. And then literally just drop them onto here. Hang on, no, because if I'm doing that as a wash plant, then I can just run it all on the same line. That should be fine. Because then the gems, they're just going to run through the washer anyway, and that's not going to kill me. Okay, so let's look at connecting up all of these. Where do you extract to? Around the back, because you're a pain in the arse. Oh, no, there is my funnel. Right. That there. Corner, straight. Corner. And then 2 straights. I'm actually going to put the ledge there, because it just slows them down a bit as they climb over it. So it just means nothing's going to get launched. Right, and then I know I had some ore still potting about in here. Because I kicked it. There we are. So yeah, copper, crushed copper and coal. So let's turn you on. Because then I can separate the coal. Shouldn't be too long before we get a piece of coal out of this, because it's about 50-50 split. Right, turn you off. You into the thing. I want 1 piece of crushed coal in there. And then I want this piece of crushed coal up in here. That is all the outputs, so I can now turn these back on. JC, you know as well as I do it's impossible to turn you off. You filthy horn dog. That's a joke, I know you're a good boy. Right. So if I come back through... These are all still doing their thing. Now I should be seeing minerals basically falling down in here. There we go. And there you go. So that one does need to be another... just another long. I'll do the same on this side as well, just for consistency. I don't think I can separate these very well down here, you know. So what might be better for me to do is just do the sorting over this side. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Let's go and grab another drill. We'll do the sorting in the main hub. So that just means that once these are processed, I can put them all on the same line. Just like that. And that gives me these back, and it gives me a way back through as well. Oh, we should just be using the hammer. Because then that all just drops down there. And if I get my new... I didn't pick up my fucking drill! Again! I might be a fucking idiot! Banana! That's funny, because it's true. Yeah, if I hook this up here... And then, yeah, we can sort it all up there. No, I'm trying to press Q, I'm just fat fingering. Come on. Oh, you can fit in there. The conveyor itself is in the fine position. And then I just want to filter off coal, and that can go onto my main line. Well, coal and crushed coal. Right, so let's get a filter. Machines. Nope, it's on my conveyors, isn't it? There we go. Conveyor sorter. Boop. And let's sort these at any point, really. I just want copper. No, I want the... Yeah, I want the copper to come out this side. And then everything else can just sort of fuck off down the middle. That's fine. Right. Well, we saved up a load of money because we set this up really nice and effectively. So we can just bloop, 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 bloop. And bloop, bloop, bloop. Get ourselves some more conveyors. Yeah, because then my coal is just coming straight off this line and onto my main dirt hub. And then my copper bars and other assorted valuables. We'll run down this line. Lovely. And then what I can do here as well is I can actually put the ruby that we've saved there. No, because we're not going to get rubies out of this one. Oh, we're going to get diamonds out of this one if we're doing the crushed coal. Ooh. That is an interesting thought. Do I have any diamonds knocking about? Excuse me. Actually, we did find that one, didn't we? Where was it? Because I can just kind of fire and forget. And we'll just be processing, like, polished gems. Not here. Cat, yeah, Spud's coming and shouting at me because she's hungry. Thanks. She's been getting earlier and earlier with her, like, demands, so she's still got a bowl of kibble downstairs. She's not hungry, like, starved. She's just being a pesticle. Because she just wants jelly earlier and earlier. Like, we knew it'd happen. But, she has just been getting pretty bad for it. Oh, and the emeralds as well, I forgot about them. Whatever, all the ones that we do want will be coming through on this belt, so... Is that crushed coal? Yeah. Shaker table? Oh, we can get that. Let's go and grab that right now. Whee! Because that should improve my... well, just income, generally. Right, shaker table, shaker table, shaker table. You are pretty expensive, but you're probably going to make me a lot of bank. Ooh, it does need to drop them. Okay. So what I could do here is pop that there. No, that's still too close. I might be able to pop it there. Oh, bugger. Did I manage to just pick up everything? Oh, I'm in magnet set back to everything mode. God damn it. Right, what am I sorting through? I'm sorting through... crushed copper is the only thing that should be going through there. Everything is going through. This is not what I wanted. It's going to cause some jams later on in the system. Oh, right, that's that fixed. Right, these can't fit through there. Oh, that's fine, because I can just take this apart and I can add a lip, a corner, and those, and that should do it. That actually destroys the coal. Do I want to crush my coal then? That's an interesting one. Because I definitely want diamonds at the minute. Like, diamonds, I want. We are already processing crushed coal. I want some rubies. Maybe what we do is we leave this here for now, just processing the diamonds. And then we find another, like, specific coal node and use that for rubies. That might be a decent option. What that means is this area is now processing copper ingots and sending them down our line. How are we doing? Yeah, so we're just about hitting the product line, firing off an ingot, and then we're getting a bit of backlog.
Do we have any baby milk?
We do. It's just in the cupboard with all the other stuff at the moment because I just kind of stuffed stuff in there while I was putting the shopping away. The one next to the fridge, not the one above.
Oh, the one next to the fridge. Yeah. Okay, cool. I thought we were terrible parents.
Like, I don't abuse our Kimton by denying her her delicious treats. Yeah, so that's running pretty efficiently, pretty effectively. We've got all 3 nodes up here working. And we just need the one blast furnace up here, so that is working brilliantly. Are these all on? Just double checking that I have actually turned them all back on. Yes. Okay, right, let's head back down. Because actually, from that line, I don't need to be filtering anything off. They can all go in my shinies line. Boop, boop. Except for that piece of coal. Where did you come from, you little cheeky shit? You get on that line. Clyde says hi! We are still trying to organise the partner takeover, so that is still on the cards. Thank you for the hydrate the posture check. I will take those now. Oh, let me sit up. Ah! Right, rolling mill. What the fuck am I doing with a rolling mill? Blah, 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 blah. Rolling mill. Rolls ingots into plates. I will take that then. Can I just do that while they're dirty? We do have a throne, but I don't have a throne. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got one just so I could, like, secure my name so that people couldn't pretend to be me, but also you. Right, so I need to stop carrying that. My ingots need to be rolled. Oh no, get out of there, Cole! How did he get in there? Wonder if my shaker table does every now and again just let, like, a piece slide through. Well, that's a beautiful little diamond, so I'm not going to be too upset about that. That's it, you gotta name squat sometimes, because here's the really annoying thing, like, I always figured my, like, VTuber name was pretty unique, you know, I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah, this is all cool and awesome. And then, as it turns out, Sartana is also the name of a, like, Spanish cowboy ballad singer? No, it might be a movie? Let me have a look. Because every time I try and claim things, it's been claimed for, like, a fan page for this thing. Series of spaghetti westerns, yeah. I could have been a cowboy. Think about that. That could have been cool. But no, here I am being a fucking idiot. Right, we're running the main bus down. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take that and we are going to put our gems on a separate line. Which means I want to grab that emerald while it's coming by because we don't get many of those. And if we get another diamond coming through, speak of the devil. And we'll run the gems onto a separate just gem line, where all that happens to them is they get polished. So for now, if I set this line up again, actually. God, I was on the right track all along. I'm just dumb. Right. Conveyors. Roger them. Thank you. That's it. There can be only one. If I filter you out, as I was doing before, like, whatever comes in on this line can just be... No, fucking magnet, stop it. There we go. So that means that just ingots are going to come down this line. Which means I can pack 3 of these. That is going in the right direction. This will make dirty plates, I think. Yeah. Which will then run through the polisher. Lovely. And then this line, pack that, and we will replace that in a second. Because then I can just have like my gem line this way. And then this one just needs a polisher on it. Alright, machines, polishing machine, that's all that needs. Because I'm not going to be generating thousands of gemmies. But I'll be producing enough. And then I can just keep my, like, dirt line here. Right, have I got any crap that's managed to avoid the line? Yes, lots and lots of ore scrap that I think was just dumped through early on in the build process. That is fine. This can all just go on the dirt track and be rid. Let's check some of our previous areas just to make sure nothing is blocking up. Because you never know, if I've misengineered anything, I don't really want to only find out when everything's gone horribly, horribly wrong. What time are we on? It's 9:30, so I do need to just, again, keep a little eye on the time, but it's not too bad at the moment. Drop that there, drop that there. I can afford that. Let's see what's behind door number 3. Time you looking out for? I am looking for... Oh, this joins up here. Okay. 10 PM. Because then I need to put some pants on. And I'm going to go to Tim Hortons because I've downloaded an app where you can get, like, leftovers for cheap. So essentially, like, for like £5, not dollars, I'm getting like 20 quid's worth of donuts. Which, that makes me hard. Right, so we've got the gold room set up. Got access to this now. So we'll see where we can get through to. Are any of these just coal? Not got another drill on me, which is a bit of a shame. There are faster drills that you can get access to. I am not going to do that yet. Purely because I feel like, again, the game is in early access, it's physics-based, and the more stuff we have everywhere, the less well it's going to run. So I am limiting it a little bit just by actual production. The plates are landing in, fantastic. Alright, let's have a look for a pure coal vein if we can. That's coal with a dash of iron in it, I think. I think this is the other side of that gold area that we were just looking at. What have we got up here? Copper. Copper and coal. And that leads down here. What's through this? Oh, it's just a little dip that goes underneath. Okay. Because if I want to get price hard as those donuts, yeah, maybe. But, I don't know, Tim's Donuts here, like, they're usually soft for about 3 or 4 days, which is pretty great. Why are you going through the rollers? Because something's bugged out with the filter and it's just... Oh! They're flaky, yeah. They're delicious. It's just the, like, what are they called? It's like cruet or something. It's a fucking, like, really wet donut. Not a big fan of them. It's like eating wet batter. Right, that's been corrected at least. What is dumping my emeralds into the rollers? Where are these emeralds coming from? This track. Sitting here wondering why my emeralds are all exploding. It's because I'm an idiot. Right, because this track should just be emeralds, so I can move that. That's fine. And with a game like this, don't be afraid to build vertically. Like, come on. It's automation. Get that spaghetti. I'm glad I managed to, like, jury rig that without a T-junction. Ooh, the rollers are not very fast. That's worth keeping an eye on then. Because I may have to do a splitter and a second roller and then recombine the tracks. In fact, I might get that prepared. Can I get my T-junctions? I can. You want to play Factorio? Maybe at some point. I am just stupid. So that's the big problem I have with Factorio, is my brain gets very lost in what's happening. Okay, so I can only split like that. I can't... Can't come in from the side and split. Well, that makes that a little bit less effective then. I'm going to need... Is there a more advanced one? Yeah, the merging conveyor. Okay, I just need one more ticket then. Because the merging conveyor and a smart splitter. Routing conveyor with a toggleable direction. Oh, I'm going to have to look and see what some of these do. Make things bigger. Yeah, I know. Factorio, the theme of Factorio is the factory must grow. That's it. That's Factorio. Are you pure coal? I'm going to go and get a drill. See what's going on with that. Because if I can just get that processing like rubies, I'll get an erection. There we go. Right, so what's over here? We've got iron and gems. We've got coal and gems. I was doing a city block and then it updated. Oh, no! No! Right, turn you off. Let's go and get another wash station. Broke the rails. Dang. Dang, dang, diggity dang. I said a dang, dang, diggity dang. Ingots into rods. So I'm going to have to split off my ingots anyway at some point. Right, so that needs to be there. Why are you not letting me place it? Anyway, that'll do. Boop, boop, boop. And my output will come down here. Oh, no, you can be a corner. And yes, I did. And that'll just drop them onto there. So let's just see what this one does. Because yes, it will produce more diamonds. Just want to make sure I'm not dumping coal out into my my main line. Broke all the rails. Oof. What was that? Oh! Because I used to watch a lot of Doshington. Oh! That's how that works. Okay, so if I get a washing station into a washing station. Right, you feck off. You feck off. And you get out of my fucking clean line. Hey Nat, how you doing? Second shaker table, there we go. Because then I can run a shaker table into a shaker table, and that should wash my coal if I don't get a ruby. And it shrinks into a smaller coal, then I can wash it again. And potentially get a... Ooh, that's a little bit close, isn't it? Can I take that and then use an angled conveyor? I can indeed. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. And where are my lips? I want a lipped conveyor. How you doing? I hope you are keeping well and having lots of fun. We're just schmooping about a bit with Mine Mogul. Because I watched a couple of people playing it and I got really, really mad because their automation was terrible. That's it. Are we playing RV there yet? Nah, maybe. I'll have a look, see. It's payday, so like, I might have a look for a couple of fun bits and pieces. Not too much, obviously I can't afford to be playing everything, but no harm in a couple of bits and pieces. Right, so what I might do, actually, is just have some regular ingots flow through. And then set up a separate plant for plates and rods. That might be something we can do. We are no longer smashing all of our gems, which is always a good feeling. We've got a diamond! Most coal seems to be getting absolutely shredded by this. But if we can get a bit more going through the system, that should be fine. That'll just passively produce us some rubies, which is nice. Are those diamonds not counting because they're being polished? I think that might be the case, you know. Right, you're flowing in. Are you going to count as a diamond? Yes, okay, I was worried about that. So I need some gold. And just regular ironing is. You know what? For now, I am actually going to take the packing mill and replace it just for now. Right, is this tuned to resources, not on conveyors? There we are. Because I can just slurp those out. Lovely! Lovely jubbly! Wow. Right, and it is 9:45. Lovely. That's really not bad for like 2 hours of, well, not even 2 hours of setting up the mine. This casting furnace, though, and the ingot casting mould is what we're going to get next, so that's just going to happen passively. The rod extruder. The smart splitter, I don't think that splits in the way that I want it to, you know. I think it might be the routing conveyor that I need. Because I think the smart splitter brings stuff in and goes off in a T, so it's like a T shape, whereas the routing, I think that one can push things sideways. I'm not sure, though. What just broke? How did I get... But there's nothing bad in that line, so why did... There, whatever. Probably just like one random stray bit fell in. Which is fine, I guess. Diamonds! So these are supposed to have a chance to turn into rubies, but... Oh, we must have had one. Because we've got one on the list. Let's mine up some of this coal and see if we can dump it onto the conveyor. Get a little more yield. Another diamond in that. Do the diamonds get mashed by the washer? No. I mean, I didn't think they would, but I just wanted to check because so many things just explode your gemstones in this. Right, the gold line, gold line, gold line. Boom! And this does in fact lead to the backside of the gold line that we were looking at a little bit earlier, which is brilliant. And everything sort of leads through here. Now that we're in a position where we have got a lot of automation going, we can just kind of wait for a couple of bits. Let's see if we can parkour our way up. Nope. Get down there, crate. keep having to like switch between pressing E and pressing F for stuff. And my brain just keeps like frazzling and pressing the wrong one. This is a shit ton of coal. That looks like a diamond. Is that diamonds? Or is it just like these glow berries? 28 grand to get in there. So it's a little bit away. Can nearly afford that one. The third can't get here soon enough. What's happening on the third? I feel like I've got something going on the third. Okay, well, all of this can just sort of just chuck all this down there for now. Some people in a similar situation. Folks just doing some cool stuff. Yeah, it was just payday for me. So, finally got a few extra pennies in the account. Back in the positive, which is nice. Because, sometimes it just never bloody happens. You end up just sitting there looking at the accounts, just going, please, 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 please. I'm poor. And then a guardian angel called My Job freaked out your friend Luke. What did I do? I mean, other than being poor. Yeah, it happens. As it stands, right, I manage my finances usually pretty well, but I do have an overdraft for when things are a little bit tight. And the winter time is usually a little bit worse for it, just because where I'm at, we have like oil heating. So you end up with like large bills sort of out of nowhere when you need to refill the tank. Yeah, it doesn't really do much for them. Fair enough. And stuff just sort of comes and goes. Usually I'm a little bit better at sort of keeping sort of paycheck to paycheck. I think I've mentioned this before, but like Sartana, she is back at uni. So essentially, as far as I'm concerned, she pays for going to uni. I cover the other bills and stuff for now. And then when she's finished up and she's back in sort of like full-time employment, well, fuck it. Then she can start paying a little bit more and I can have a bit more stupid money. Because I like stupid money. But I very rarely find myself needing to buy much. So it's like, well, I'll just handle the basic shit. And then if we do like fun stuff, you can cover it. Like, so it's never really a case where like I'm just genuinely that penniless. And I'm not so stupid that I'm not going to talk my finances with her. Well, she works on the weekends and she gets like student loans and things, so she covers all her sort of like travel and everything else, and I sort of cover the mortgage and things for the time being, but it will get split once we're sorted, because I mean, that's just the way it should be. She's working towards something that's going to improve her opportunities, so I do not mind at all her getting to sort of prioritise a little bit more towards that. So that's just the way it should be. Like, look after each other, invest in each other. If I wanted to come at it from a completely cold, bastard, pragmatic perspective, she'll be earning fat stacks, and it's an investment. But also, she's doing a thing with her life, and, like, that needs to be the priority. So it depends entirely on how much of a bastard I want to look. Oh, right. Let me have a wee look. So, honestly, it's coming up on 10 o'clock. We've had a little bit of a yap sesh. We've had a bit of fun. I think our factory is already looking pretty factory. And I need to go and get donuts, because those are more important than you guys. And I gotta be honest, me being a fat pie, it's the most important thing to me. Oh, so I think, yeah, we might leave it there for now. I'm going to save. And then exit. Yeah, it's a good job I saw the save button, because otherwise I've just lost 5 minutes. Let us jump to... Oh, I've got OBS. I'm looking at OBS. It's my bottom screen now. I've switched up my screens a little bit so I can keep an eye on chats and stuff better. But yes, that was a little bit of a laugh. That was actually quite fun to just play on. So I think we've gotten through the early game. Like, they've recently put out, like, the Age of Steel. So it looks like there's a lot more stuff going on. So I think if I do anything else with that, I might run it out as like a YouTube video, maybe? But I think for now that'll do. That'll do. Let's see who's milling about tonight. Let's have a quick nosy. Because I know I'm finishing a little bit early, but there's always fun folks hanging about. Any funless hanging on. Let's have a wee scroll through. Sweet's playing a bit of Turmoil. Oh, Vay's on. I'm not raided out to Vay in a while, so let's jump over to Vay. Unless she's about to finish. She's 4 hours in, I can see her on her main thing. Let's see what happens. But yeah, cheers for coming and chilling, guys. It was a nice little session, and I will hopefully catch you next time. Bye!